Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? I had a little quick, just a thought. I wanted to jump on real quick before I end the night. Thank you guys for the support, for the subscribes, the likes, being able to jump on Instagram and finally actually, make the announcement was actually very terrifying, not knowing the results, what was going to happen. But as I try to live my days a little bit more not controlled by my fears, I am going to promote whatever I have, whether it's good or not, or whether it's not valued by the audience. I'm still trying to promote the best that I can for you guys, and trying to do it as eloquently and as nicely as possible. So, that being said, today I was just jumping on and I was coming home and I got a couple of comments, and some people were kind of inputting their ideas and giving me some feedback, and some of the feedback was negative, and I think that was kind of interesting because it's a lot of my friends been giving a lot of positive support, and I haven't really gotten negative feedback yet. So now that I was faced with some negative feedback, I was really bothered. The body tenses up. You're I would say angry. I would say a little bit angry, and thank God that I'm a little bit more self-aware. I started noticing that, I should, take the compliments, well, I say their feedback lightly, and understand that we are at different levels. Everybody's at a different level. Everybody's gonna have their own say in everything you do. Everybody's gonna think certain ways got to be done certain ways. They have their own way of doing things. And I think the interesting thing is that in this world that we live in, today I was watching the Jay Shetty video. He states, he's like, imagine if everybody was the same. How boring it would be. Like, if everybody was the same way, we dressed the same, we walked the same, we talked the same, how boring the world would be. So I think let's go ahead and for me watching that video, I kind of came across my intuition of saying, great, they don't like the way I portray my videos, or they don't like the way I talk, or the way I come off, then that's their opinion, and that's their I would say, it's just an opinion. That's their thoughts on it. I believe that we all here, adding our value with our own personality, our own abilities. Everybody has their own sauce to add to everything, and I think when we start changing the way we do our things because of other people's opinions, you kind of start adapting to their likes and to their gratifications and to the way they want you to be. And that goes true in life. Like, everybody grows up, sometimes you try to be a certain person that you're probably not, but you have to try to fit in, kind of my example, you kind of try to be that, corporate. You go to a corporate job, you do what, you go to 9 to 5, you get your regular check, and that something inside of you is telling you to do something else, and you're not doing it because you will be categorized as a misfit, or not all there mentally, as they say, or you're just a dreamer, or you're just wishing on things that are never gonna happen, and you kind of just follow the herd, as they say, and you just stay on track, make your money, get your benefits, be secure or whatnot, and not knowing that you're denying yourself of who you truly are and what you're meant to be. And I'm speaking from personal experience. We are led to believe that everything has to be a certain way, even when you're a young age. You go to school, and you go and get your high school diploma, get your college degree. After your college degree, you get your regular job, you're working 9 to 5, you get your kids, you have your family, you buy your house, you get a mortgage, you get a car, you get a car loan. So you have all these things you're supposed to. But then my thing is, don't we ever question it? Like, don't we ever understand that if it's not for you, that was probably great 20 years ago, or maybe 25 plus years ago, but now it's a different era. We have so much technology. We can move, we can live anywhere we want, we can travel more, we have access to the internet, we have access to this, which you can learn on a consistent basis on whatever it is you want to learn. And we all have, I'm able to see I have so many different following that I follow on Instagram and on YouTube. I like to see abstract thinking, abstract conversations, deep conversations, people with more of a deeper meaning in things and seeing things differently than what I see it. So when we start compromising our way of doing things because people don't think it's the right way, I think we are not being true to ourselves. And I was getting angry and I was getting upset, and I kind of, came inside of myself and I said, you know what, that's their opinion, take it like, do take the opinion lightly, do agree with them, you gotta have some feedback, you gotta have people gonna, hey, you did this wrong, you didn't do this right, okay, I'll work on it. But I think you can't change who you are, the way you talk, the way you express yourself. That's just who we are. We can't adapt ourselves or edit ourselves for other people's likings. You either like us or you don't. And there's millions and millions of people that you can watch at the moment. So, it's not a forced thing you're watching here. It's a channel that we make on our personality, and if we gravitate to each other, then great. But if I don't resonate with you, then you can change and so go to somewhere else. You don't even have to subscribe, and that's okay. I'm here just to express myself. But I just wanted to jump on saying that, even a lot of the books that are bringing the self-help books, and even the book that I'm reading right now by Abraham Maslow, which is an awesome book. I'm halfway and it's powerful. He states, like, even if you have a kid, you can only, by you telling him what to do and what you feel that he's good at, what he's capable of, and what he's supposed to be doing, you're kind of limiting his abilities in this world, because he came to this world to apply himself with his abilities, not the parents, not the grandparents, not the relatives, not what they believe. It's what he feels called to do and compelled. And he also states in the book, there's two ways the person will finally get to where they want to be. It's either trauma, or they'll finally get tired of self-sabotaging themselves, and they'll figure it out that they want to be following something else, which is kind of the way that I found that I wanted to be on here. You kind of have that peak interest, and you're like, oh, that looks curious, but you never jump in because you're like, hey, I'm not a good speaker, I can't make videos, I'm not good with words, and you kind of hold yourself back. And a lot of self-doubt, which Gerard Adams said it too in his post. He put it, shout out to Gerard Adams. He goes, self-doubt is the number one thing for a lot of people to be able to reach their highest potential. And that is so true. I'm big experience about it. Doubt comes in your head every day, even with the posts that you make, even like the way I might make a story on Instagram. I might not really like hearing myself on video, but I force myself to, because I feel like this is the only way I'm going to learn, right? And the more content I put out, the better it becomes. So I understand that I'm not as sharp as I should be, but I feel like just the fact that I'm taking the chance to put your video on YouTube, it's a great learning experience. It's a great vulnerability, because you're out there already. You can't take it back. And this is who we are. It's who I am. And today I went on Instagram and I promoted it, and it took a lot of courage, because a lot of my friends and everybody else that I've been working on this project for the last couple of weeks didn't know that I was doing this. So now it's out there. They know that I'm working on this, and whether they might not agree with it or not, it's something that you feel like you're gonna lose some friends. They might look at you differently, like, oh, this guy thinks he could be making videos. Who is this guy? Who do you think he is? All these thoughts come to your head. What are your friends and family gonna think? And you know what? I thought to myself, I'd rather lose the people, family, friends, and not have no regrets of not even try, because I'd rather fail at it and suck at this than not ever trying to actually put some content and learn how to make more videos and better video quality videos, and understand this whole process and the whole game. So my message tonight is, be yourself and follow that intuition, follow that inner calling. I know I've said in a lot of videos, but I think today was I resonated so much with it. And you are the only person that knows who you are, and that's the hardest work there is, to understand yourself and to work on yourself. And just know that we're all in the same boat. Nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody's just following what they want to do, and in the process they're learning how to be more I guess, be able to get around the world, but being themselves. And those are the people that I see that are the happiest, and they're fulfilled, and they're doing something they love. They just, you can tell by their energy, the vibrations. I was gonna post. I'm gonna post that later on. That was a good analogy right now. When you go to somebody that's doing something they love and they are like passionate about it, their energy, man, you just want to be around that, because you can tell this is what they're born to do, at least for now. Because I believe we have also different stages in our life. You might do something now, but in 10 years from now, you might change up. We're not here to stay the same, right? But the vibrations that you give out when you're doing something you're passionate about, it's something totally different. The energy, that's the way you walk, the way your energy, you're energized, you're not drained, you're not stressed. Why? You're not stressed because you're doing something you love. When we're making these videos and I'm editing, and I'm doing all these hours of editing and hours of just, kind of, I guess, technical stuff, I'm not tired because I like this. So find that stuff that you're curious about, find that stuff that you wouldn't mind doing it for hours, and if not, work on it. Work on yourself. Practice. Experiment. Take stuff out and do things and eliminate, as I call it, the process of elimination. Just try stuff out. If you try it and you don't like it, it's not me. So experiment. Experiment with it. But again, I got derailed. But the message of the night is, be yourself. Take the feedback lightly, but don't shell yourself, or don't be a smaller version of yourself for other people's likings. Be who you are organically. Talk the way you talk, the way it is you express yourself. Be yourself. At the end of the day, your life is your life, and there's billions of people around the world that people get to listen to. So, thank you for the feedback, but I will continue to be who I am and understand what I feel like I should be portraying to the world. And thank you for listening to this message. Subscribe and like, guys. Thank you.